What's going on, guys? Ryan Jet Patrol back. Another video. Today we're going to be ranking the 2023 announcements for Hot Toys. Let's get to it. That's right, guys. We're back. Another video. You guys liked my ranking of the Hot Toy releases from 2023, so now we're going to do the announcements in 2023. I have removed the ones that they announced and released in the same year, so I got rid of those, like the Paz Vizsla, Wrecker. That was already, I announced it in 2023 and released it, so there's no need for it to be on this list. This is talking about ones that have not been released and my thoughts on, are they must-haves? Are they hot? Are they, would I buy them? And then another category is meh, and then Sideshow BOGO. Like that's, it's like the bottom of the barrel for me. It's like I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole, and I would wait on heavy discounts. That's kind of where I'm at on that. So somebody also commented, said, hey, you're commenting on the film, the source material instead of the actual figure. And to me, they gotta go hand in hand. Like if I didn't like the source material, well, number one, if the source material is just bad, the price is gonna go down. Secondary market's gonna be bad. Nobody's gonna buy. It's gonna be a thing. But if the source material is awesome, Dark Knight trilogy, then you know there's a little bit more hype for the figure. So they go hand in hand. They're not mutually exclusive, but they kind of go into play. Let me know your thoughts down below. How much does the source material play into that? And yeah, just let me know your thoughts. Now, you can have a really good figure, and the source materials suck. You can do that. But that also means it's going to end up on discount because nobody's going to buy it. So there's that. Let's get into this. This should be fun. Let's kick it off with, Avatar. So we got two from Avatar. We've got Neytiri, and these are tall figures, like Neytiri, and we have Jake Sully. Now, this kind of goes into this. For me, I'm not the biggest Avatar fan. I've saw him in 3D, whatever, I just not the biggest fan. All right, so I'm gonna discount. I'm gonna put that to the side for just this one case because I think the figures look amazing. I hate the joints. I think they're too tall for normal displays, not for the characters. But they're too tall. It's like display-wise, it's gonna be kind of funky. However, there's no doubting that there are millions of Avatar fans. So I'm gonna go with this. I think the head sculpts look great on both of these, and I'm gonna put them in the would buy category. Now, I don't know that I'm not saying they're hot. I don't think they're there, but I think they're in the would buy category if you're, a fan of Avatar. So I'm gonna put that one there. Put that there. All right. Moving on, we've got the Clone Wars General Kenobi, which was announced in 2023. And the question is, would you buy it? Should I buy it? Is it hot? Is it a must-have? For me, it's a freaking must-have. It's a must-have. The head sculpt, I think, looks pretty good. You get a helmet, and if you're clone building and you need a general for your army that doesn't exist yet, the 212th, I think is a must-have. I think anybody should have that one. Now, and I think he might already be waitlisted. I don't even know. All right, so Bane. Bane, the 3.0, I guess, of Bane. Is that what we're calling this thing? Updated, seamless arms, proportions look better. That's a must-have. I mean, it's a must-have. I think anybody skipping on Bane, if you're into the Dark Knight, that's just crazy. I don't think it makes any sense. How'd you end up there? Now, this tier system I'm using it doesn't like having 70-something images in it, so it's a little slow on the response time. So just bear with me on that. So if something goes in the wrong place, I'll try and fix it. All right. So moving on, the Mark 6 2.0 with the gantry, that's a must-have. That one, there's no way. I mean, the Mark 6 by itself was going for stupid money, the previous version. Now we're getting a 2.0. It's got a beautiful gantry, brilliant head sculpt. Must-have. Gotta have it. Emperor Palpatine from Clone Wars. That's a hot figure. I'm not sure it's a must-have. It is for me. It's a must-have. I'm second guessing myself on the General Kenobi. I'm gonna move the General Kenobi to hot. And because of that, because I'm bringing my own personal bias into this, which is fair. It's my list. I'm gonna do that. All right. Commander Fox, that's a would buy. if you're into Clone Wars, I would buy. I don't think it's a must-have. I don't think it's hot. I don't think it's a future grail. I just don't see it. If it was the Phase 2 armor, I would kick it up a notch to hot, but it's Phase 1, and it's not going to match many people's collections, at least at the current state. There's that. Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'm going to go ahead and straight up say this. Sideshow BOGO. I'm calling it now. I'm going to put them right there. Sideshow BOGO for the Ant-Man and Wasp. Let's be honest, guys. The previous Ant-Man and Wasp figures didn't do all that well. The film was mediocre. It was boring. I mean, it just was. Source material's not that great. The head sculpt looks pretty cool on either one of these. But Sideshow BOGO, there's that. All right. So now we have the... let's see here. We have a Batman. This is... I forget which one this is. The 89 Batman. Okay. Yeah, the 89. We had a modern suit Batman, and we have this is the 89 Batman. So is there any question about this one? Must have. It's not going to pose very well, and it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. It's going to be awesome. The 89 Batmobile. The comparison between the 89 Batmobile from Hot Toys and the one from Jazz Inc. Dioramas, night and day difference. No question about it. The Jazz Inc. diorama and one it appears to be exponentially better in almost every way. Size, dimensions, detail, you name it, all that kind of stuff. However, if you missed out on ordering that one and you wanted a smaller Batmobile, this would be a good one for you. If you don't care about all the special details that Jazz Inc.'s putting into theirs, and you just want it represented in your display of some kind, and you don't really want the pinnacle of Batmobiles, then this one's okay. So I'm gonna put it in the would buy because I think it looks cool. I think they probably are doing no improvements whatsoever, but we'll see. I think that's in the would buy category for sure. And then we've got Daredevil from She-Hulk. Again, source material, complete trash. So bad. It really was. However, it's Daredevil in a yellow and red suit, and we haven't seen Daredevil in a while, and the previous Daredevil is kind of pricey. So that's a would buy. I'm not going to say it's hot. Again, I'm citing source material in that. It's not hot. Now, I know Brendan out there would argue with me, and he's already got probably 12 of those on pre-order, but it doesn't matter because this is my list and not yours. All right, Tech's a must-have. I don't know how you would even have a Bad Batch and not get Tech like this point. If you've seen my previous video, I've reviewed all the other 4 brothers, and this one is an absolute must-have. Definitely get it. Don't miss out on that one. Kang the Conqueror. Well, we know where he's going. He's going into Sideshow BOGO because, yeah. Now, let me preface this. These ones I'm putting down here at the bottom, they may hit waitlist because they're not making many of these things. They may very well hit that. He might already be on waitlist. I don't even freaking know. I don't even care. The movie was boring. The actor is a good actor, no question about it. His portrayal in Loki, oh man, he did a really good job. But this movie was terrible, and I'll leave it at that. Let's move on. Mechanized Black Panther, Sideshow BOGO. No. There ain't no way, man. The Mechanized Black Panther, that thing is, no. If there should be a buy, not outside of BOGO, it'd be buy one get 2. That's where that one's gonna end up. I just don't. Don't get me wrong. If you're excited about a particular one that I'm not, that's perfectly fine. Collect what you like, all fan. But this is just me and my thoughts on for me. So the 6 scale Return of the Jedi, Vader is hot. I don't think it's a must-have for a lot of people. It's hot. It's a must-have for me. No question about it. Unmasked head sculpt. Gotta have it. I think that one's hot. I think it's great. Return of the Jedi C-3PO, Goldenrod. That one's hot. I don't know if it's a must-have. Is it a must-have? Ooh. That one's hot. I don't think it's a must-have. I think it's hot. Batman Armory, would buy. Probably won't myself, but would buy. It's got the little, the Bruce Wayne 6-scale statue for the head sculpt thing. That's a would buy. That's cool. Scout Trooper from the Fallen Order game, which we don't have a Cal Kestis yet. Would buy. Will buy. It's a Scout Trooper. It's got a cool look to it. It's got pauldrons. It's got weapons. It's kind of cool with that. The Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy 4 or Rocket, yeah, or 3, and then Rocket, and then, no, that's a meh. I just meh. Not that big. Rocket from the Rocket movie, hot. I'm based on source material. Source material. That Rocket with, yeah, that one's hot. If you really like the film, is it hot? It's not really hot. I'm moving it to would buy. I'm self-editing. That's how this is working. I'm moving it to would buy. Quill Star-Lord from same film, would buy if you're trying to complete the set. That's fine. And then we've got the Batman modern suit. This one's hot. That one's straight up hot. It looks like it's more posable, as they've told us. The head sculpt looks great. This is from The Flash, which was a complete disaster of a film. However, the figure looks great, and it's Keaton. That's hot. All right, I think that works. Moving on, we've got Batfleck from The Flash, and it looks good. And then he's got his bike. Those are would buys. I don't think they're hot because we've got some other Batflecks, but would buy on Batfleck and his Bat Cycle. Now, I could be, when this actually released, I was actually shocked and surprised on the Pattinson Batman and the Bat Cycle, Bat Bike, I guess, if you will, from that one. And I really liked it, so I might, when this actually get released, we got to come back at the end of the year and we'll say, hey, look, did we change our mind at all? Kind of one of those things. The Flash from The Flash, Sideshow Bogo, that dude's a creep. That's all I have to say about that. All right, Nebula's a meh, because I don't know. The previous Nebula was good. This one's a meh. Into Spider-Verse. All right, so the 2.0 of the Miles Morales from Into the Spider-Verse. That's a would buy. It doesn't have as much accessories or cool accessories as the first version, so it's a would buy. IG-12, that one's a meh. Even for me, big Mando fan, big Star Wars fan, that one's a meh. I'm not terribly excited about that one. Really not. The previous IG-11, which is really good. Light-up features, self-detonation, all that kind of stuff. That was a good figure. Do we need it? We didn't really need that. Artisan Anakin. Now, I'm going to hurt somebody's feelings with this one, because I'm going to put it in must-have, and that means a lot of you can't because it's sold out. Even though he's been on display with bad hair and bad display, I get it, I understand. It's a must-have, I think that. Indiana Jones from the recent film, which I did enjoy the film. That's a meh. It's okay. I'd rather have him from The Last Crusade. Even they could do him from the beginning of the freaking film when he was de-aged. They could do that version, and I would be fine with that. I would be more excited about that. Supergirl from The Flash is a meh. The head sculpt is if they don't do anything about that head sculpt, which they haven't quite yet, then I would put it in the BOGO discount. But she did a really good job in the film. Like, as far as that film goes, she was probably one of the better part. Her and Keaton were the two highlights of that film. So hopefully they deal with that. Iron Man. This is the suit-up version of the Mark 7, or which one is this? 6. He's got so many freaking Iron Man figures in here. Which one is this? Is that Mark 7? Yeah, 7. That's right. From Avengers. So this is a would buy. It's not a must-have. I skipped on the Silver Centurion thing because it was all plastic and that, but this one I think looks pretty good. Now, this is a must-have, and it's not a limited edition. It's not an exclusive. It's just freaking amazing. The symbiote suit with the legs, that's a must-have. It's a must-have. I think it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Love it. Artisan Joker. All right. Heath Ledger Joker from Hot Toys, the Artisan Edition, looks fantastic. Looks like they did a really good job. But we're burnt out on Heath Ledger Jokers. At least I am personally. So is this a would buy, hot, or a must have? I'm gonna give credit where credit's due. I'm gonna say it's a must have. I think it looks good. I think it looks pretty good. We'll see when it actually is released and see how they deal with the hair and the sculpt and paint and all, obviously. But I think it's a must have. I think it's already sold out, obviously. Artisan Wonder Woman, that one's hot. That one's hot. I don't think I'm going to be getting that one, but I do think it's hot. If you're into that thing, I think that's great. Sideshow Dewback, as much as I will be getting one, and I already have my previous statue Dewback. If you want to check out the actual 2012 version of the statue version, link somewhere in the channel. But as far as the Dewback goes, it's pricey, and I think it's going to end up with Sideshow BOGO. Even though the original trilogy, I get it, I understand. I think it's going to end up there. Now the Trooper, on the other hand, that's a must-have. The Trooper's a must-have. I think a lot of people are going to pass on the Dewback due to space, due to price, whatever it is, but the Sand Trooper Sergeant, must-have. Got it. For me, it's a must-have. Moff Gideon, Mando, Iron Moff Gideon, I guess if you would. That's a meh. The Praetorian Guard is a would buy for me. I think that's pretty cool. These are one-piece figures. I don't know anything about. I don't even feel right, like fair judging them. But if you're into One Piece, they're pretty much the only thing that exists. So I'm gonna put them in the would buy category because I think that makes sense. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Let's go on. Wow, we're moving. We're doing well. We're doing well. There's 20 some odd figures to go. There's a lot, almost 70, or there were 73 figures announced in 2023. And like I said, some of them were already released. Some of them have already been pushed back to 2025. So there's, bear with me on this. All right, Spider-Man 2099, must have with the new suit. Must have. That's cool. Sabine is hot. I don't think it's a must have for everybody. It's hot. I dig that one. Obviously, I'll be getting it. This one was released? No, this one wasn't released. This is the Bully Maguire one. It's a would buy. The head sculpt's a little weird. It's weird. I don't know. I'm not over the moon for this version. I'm just not. That's just me. In-game Scarlet Witch. That's gonna be Sideshow BOGO. It just is. The Artisan one is hot. I don't think it's a must-have, but it's limited edition, so everybody wanted it. There's that. The Ahsoka version of Captain Rex is a would buy. Not terribly fantastic, not bad. The pistol blaster holsters on them are ridiculously sized. They're crazy. And I already have 2 Captain Rex from the Attack of the Clones. Do I need this one? Yes. But yeah, it's a would buy. Would buy. Now, Spider-Punk must have. That character was amazing in the film. He looks amazing here with the accessories and the hair and the spikes and all. It looks amazing. Gotta have it. Another Batfleck Batman. Now, which one was this? I got a lot of these. Hold on. This was Batfleck Batman. Which one are you? This was the 2.0. Yeah, this is the Batman v Superman 2.0. Which they did. They made the body larger. It's supposed to be more posable, that kind of stuff. That's hot. I dig that one. I think that's going to be a good release. Chopper. Chopper's a would buy, although I think a lot of people are going to not get him. But he's a droid, and he's from Star Wars. It's going to be amazing. So Chopper's going there. The Flash, again, Sideshow BOGO. Not touching that with a 10-foot pole. Hera. The Hera figure from Hot Toys from the Ahsoka show is hot. It's hot. It really is. The Venom is a would buy from the PS5 game, the new version. He is humongous. I think he's going to do very well. I don't know if he's hot, but he's a would buy, definitely. Again, with Grand Admiral Thrawn from Hot Toys, I think this figure is going to do very well, even though it's not exactly screen accurate in the torso region. But I think it's a good looking figure, and that's a would buy. The Hot Toys John Wick that they announced last year with Kane from that film was a great film. I very much enjoyed it. Those are wood buys. I don't think they're going to be hot, but I will enjoy posing them whenever they are eventually released. I think more people are going to get John Wick. Kane, on the other hand, is a wood buy. If you're going to get both, I think that's good, but I think most people are probably going to get John Wick and not get Kane. I think that's how it's going to work. Merrick is a meh, even for a Star Wars fan like me. Like he's a dark side character. He's just didn't do a whole lot in the show. Not going to stand out on the shelf, I don't think. You know, I might change my mind on that eventually, but it's meh. That's kind of where I'm at. Ahsoka the White is a wood buy. And then there's this other character, Kaisa. Is how you say this? Maybe. I don't really know. I don't know anything about it, but I think it looks pretty freaking cool. So if you're into that thing, and we'll put it into the wood buy category, I think they did a really good job. The Mark 6 2.0 with the gantry. That's a must-have. Did I already have him in here? Do I have two? Oh, one of them was quarter scale, wasn't it? Hold on. Was one of them was quarter scale? Hold on. Oh, let me back up. I got a lot of photos in here, guys. All right. Where'd you go? Move all the way back up here. This one, Mark 6 2.0 with gantry. There's that one. Okay. What? If I got him in here twice, I'm trying not to do that. I don't want to. Oh, and this is. Okay, this is the quarter scale one. Okay, this is the quarter. So yeah, the 6 scale one I put way up there in the must-have. The quarter scale one I think is hot, but quarter scales are not for everybody. Miles Morales. This was the Miles. Yeah, the Miles Morales from the Spider-Verse, the alternate Miles Morales. This one's a must-have. It looks amazing. It does. That's a must-have. That's going to go there. The Night Trooper, or Death Trooper, Night Death Trooper. I got to be honest with you guys. It's a meh for me. It's a trooper and it's cool, but it's just at this point in time. Enoch, on the other hand, is a wood buy. I think that rounds out the list. I think that's all of them. What are you guys' thoughts? Did I completely butcher this version? Was I wrong? Wherever I was wrong, let me know in the comment section down below. And we'll see you in the next one. As always, click what you like. See you next time.